The night I watched Deadpool and Wolverine for the first time was a bit strange, to say the least. I was late to the party and had only heard good things about the film. Now, I'm not a hardcore Deadpool fan, but I've read some of the comics, watched a few of the playthroughs of the video game, and I definitely consider myself a fan of the films. I was introduced to Deadpool when I was 15. I read Deadpool Classic Volume 1 for free on my iPad, specifically New Mutants 98. I don't even remember why it was free, but it was, so I read it. At first, I wasn't sold on the character, especially since the writing in that comic was pretty different from the cinematic Deadpool we've all come to know and love. It wasn't until I watched PewDiePie's playthrough of the Deadpool video game that I actually fell in love with the character.
The girls are as firm as ever.
I'm touching myself tonight.
A year later, we got the first Deadpool movie. By that point, I was a fan. Not hardcore, but Deadpool really clicked with my teenage brain. I wanted to be like Deadpool, the merc with a mouth. And I loved the first movie. It was hilarious, but didn't shy away from a gritty, harsh backstory which fits cinematic Deadpool so well. Hell, I even liked the second movie. The writing was reminiscent of the Deadpool and Cable comics, which was a nice surprise for me. And then Deadpool and Wolverine came out. I don't know why, but I just never got around to watching it for a really long time. My brother said it was good, my best friend said it was good, reviews were mostly looking good, so I finally sat down to watch it, expecting something spectacular. As you've probably guessed by the title of this video, I was sorely disappointed. Let me explain. Let me start by saying this. The first 20 minutes or so of Deadpool and Wolverine are pretty freaking incredible. Honestly, everything up until they get tossed into the world of rejects and Johnny gets killed in a needlessly brutal way is really solid. However, after that moment, something in my brain just went, why? Why? And that thought didn't really leave my head for the rest of the film. Why does anything happen in this movie? I hate to say this, but the whole movie is a complete waste of time.
Yeah, you're wasting my time. Yes.
Why did Deadpool dig up Logan's corpse? He has the ability to break the fourth wall, and he didn't know that Logan was really dead? Seriously? He's literally digging up his grave. What is he expecting to find? Logan alive and well? It's a grave, dumbass! Why did they introduce this idea that every timeline has a core individual that holds the timeline together, and then when they die the timeline collapses over time? Did they think of the implications when they wrote this? Why did Deadpool get Johnny killed? And don't come at me in the comments talking about the post-credit scene where it's revealed Johnny insulted Cassandra Nova, so Deadpool cleared his name. No. Just because someone insults someone else behind their back doesn't mean you tell that someone, especially when that someone is clearly malevolent, and get that person brutally murdered.
You stupid piece of shit. You just got him fucking killed. Hey!
Just why?
Why the need for so much gruesome, graphic violence? Why not let us imagine
Because it's so much fun, Chan. Get it?
Oh, really?
Why did we waste so much time in the void, doing absolutely nothing of importance? Why was I bored out of my mind for approximately half of the movie? This is a Deadpool movie. Why am I bored? Why did Wade and Vanessa's breakup happen off screen? How am I supposed to care about something that happened off screen?
Huh? How? How? How?
I don't know!
Why are they broken up? Why introduce a multiverse travel device in a Deadpool movie? He's Deadpool. He breaks the fourth wall. Just have him know he's a character in a film and hop universes because he can. That's one of my favorite things about Deadpool. He literally headbutts the camera in this film.
Get fucked!
Why does he need a gadget to travel to other universes? A time travel device was needed in the second Deadpool movie because it was never established in the Deadpool cinematic universe that he can travel through time. We have, however, established his ability to break the fourth wall since the first movie, one of the first lines of the movie. Why didn't Cassandra just kill Deadpool and Wolverine? Why did she leave them to be consumed by Eliath?
Eliath is in this thing? From Loki Season 1, Episode 5?
That gives them the opportunity to escape. Why are Elektra, Blade, and Gambit in this movie? Don't get me wrong, I loved Channing Tatum's Gambit, but oh boy, do they not need to be in this movie? Why does Cassandra go to Earth 10005 to destroy all timelines? What does that even accomplish? And finally, why didn't Deadpool and Wolverine die in the end? That would have been a better ending than Hugh Jackman's abs joke. And that's my biggest issue with this film. Things just happen for the sake of a joke or a moment or a 3-second reaction. There's no story, there's no substance. This movie didn't need to happen. Deadpool just kinda exists in the MCU now, and then he's a loser, and then he joins the TVA, and then he finds a Wolverine, and then they get tossed into the void, and then they make a team, and then they escape the void, and then they fight a bunch of Deadpools, including a Blake Lively Deadpool. And then Cassandra Nova tries to end the universe, and then Deadpool and Wolverine stop her, and then the movie ends. Did you catch that? And then, 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 and then.
No and then! No and then! No and then!
That's not how a movie should be written, as the creators of South Park will tell you.
We can take these beats, which are basically the beats of your outline, and if the words "and then" belong between those beats, you're f***ed, basically. You got something pretty boring. What should happen between every beat that you've written down is either the word therefore or but, right? So what I'm saying is that you come up with an idea and it's like, okay, this happens, right? And then this happens. No, it should be this happens and therefore this happens. But this happens, therefore this happens.
Spider-Man does whatever a spider can, spins a web.
This movie is such a departure from the first Deadpool movies.
You're out. What do you mean? I want you out of my life.
Now, I'm all for artists departing from their previous works to create something new and fresh, especially if it is done well. However, trading the gritty, grueling, hilarious, action-packed, fourth-wall-breaking Deadpool and endearing, captivating, hilarious, emotional, and dark Deadpool 2 for Deadpool and Wolverine's wacky adventures in the Disney's MCU's multiverse madness, wacky whoa, totally tubular cowabunga is not it.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
Deadpool gets two innocent people killed in this movie, Johnny and Nicepool. Both die because Deadpool was being an asshole.
Hey, what the f is your problem? Oh, hey, Wendy. Are you just an asshole? Is that it? Am I just an asshole? Yeah! Well, no, I've got arms and legs, and everything.
And not the charming kind. We're talking maliciously careless. Cinematic Deadpool, for all his flaws, never got innocent people killed just for a bit. This movie doesn't feel like a Deadpool movie. It feels like another MCU movie. You know what would have worked better? A Wolverine movie with Deadpool in it. Keep the tone grounded, make it about Logan, and let Wade bounce off him for laughs and contrast. Instead, we get a washed up Pool wallowing in disappointment, finding comic book accurate Wolverine, and going on a lame ass multiverse adventure packed with cameos and hey, it's that guy energy. It's fan service done bad. Again, it's not a bad movie, it just disappointed me. By the time the film ended, I needed a pick-me-up. So, my girlfriend put on Kate and Leopold. I thought, nice, I'll turn my brain off, forget this disappointment, and just relax. And then, I had a better time watching that Hugh Jackman movie than this one.
Oh, you touch my tra-la-la. My ding-ding-dong.
Now, I'm not going to boldly claim that Kate and Leopold is a better film than Deadpool and Wolverine, despite what the title of this video might say. However,
you are sucking the life out of American cinema. Richard.
I did enjoy it more. Not because it's objectively better, but because it exceeded my expectations. It does exactly what it sets out to do. It's a rom-com. And it's a good rom-com. There's actual setup and payoff, like seeing Kate in the 1800s at the beginning and then her returning at the end. That is more than I would expect from a movie about Hugh Jackman traveling forward in time and falling in love with his great-great-grandson's ex-girlfriend, which technically means that this dude slept with his great-great-grandma. Oh god. Oh no. Still better than this shit. The movie has decent cinematography, decent writing, decent acting. Hugh's actually pretty great in this, I'll admit. And it's got charm. Solid pacing, solid characters, and a fun little time travel love story. It's inoffensive, but because it wasn't hyped or overloaded with expectation, it didn't have anything to prove. It felt like a genuine attempt at a heartfelt story, not another bloated MCU spectacle. In the end, I really only dislike Deadpool and Wolverine because for me, it marks the era of film where Deadpool isn't a bold adaptation of a comic which breaks all the rules and goes against the grain to tell the story it wants to tell. Instead, it sucks the dick of our corporate mouse overlords and serves as just another Disney MCU trash heap, not worthy of a rewatch. It's not a bad movie, but honestly, it's hardly a movie at all. It's a product. And Disney, congrats. You made your bank with this one, and killed one of the greatest cinematic revolutionaries of our time.